Hi guys, welcome back to the 5th installment in the Conquer with Character mini course. And in this video, we'll be talking about what else? Character. Okay guys, let's jump right in. I want to give you your 5 points to ponder as we journey down this road of character. The first one, consider. Great people become great due to the framework, routines, and habits they have set for themselves. Success is ultimately a habit. It is what we repeatedly do day to day. It is small steps that we take every single day that lead us towards the greater and larger outcome. It's those things that we want. You can have it. You just have to ingrain it into your character, backed up by your habits. They're small acts done every single day. We cannot take these acts lightly. Our character actually depends on it, and subsequently, so does our destiny. So we have to monitor our actions, take inventory of everything that we do, and we have to align everything up so that we can get that desired outcome. We must pay attention to the small things, the small little details, because small habits can form big habits and really impede and slow us down in our path, in our quest for our realization, our outcome, our ultimate outcome. The second point to ponder, consider. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. It's going to take some suffering. It's going to take a little bit of tribulation. It's going to take struggle. But in that is how our character is formed. It's kind of like a sword. It is formed through the pounding pressure. It is forged in the fire. It is forged in those flames. We can't form our ultimate character, who we want to become. It's not gonna always be in ease and quiet. Imagine if you have a leader. Is everything nice and easy and sunshines and rainbows and lollipops? No. There are times when the pressure is on. There are times when the heat gets turned up. There's time when you have to make tough decisions. The same is going to be true with the character that you want to develop. And it's not going to come easy. It's going to be tested. It has to be inside you. Imagine an orange. You put it in the palm of your hand and you squeeze it. What comes out? That's right, orange juice. The same is true with your character. Whatever the traits that you were trying to instill in yourself, they ultimately come out under pressure. These circumstances, these situations, these problems that confront you and I reveals our character. It tells us and the rest of the world exactly who we are. So our character is not going to be formed in ease and quiet. We're going to have to get tough. We're going to have to roll up our sleeves. We're going to have to be tested to see what we're made of. Ultimately, to see who we are. Our third point to ponder, consider. Once you accept your circumstances and decide to take action, you can welcome change. Change is an opportunity to form new habits and become who you are meant to be. These circumstances is part of the teaching tool that's going to help you and I form the new habits, help you and I to take action, to make different decisions, and ultimately become the character who we are meant to be, to be able to claim our destiny. See, we have to become who we must in order to have what we would like. So that has to happen. And so our circumstances are those moments where you and I can respond rather than react. We can respond to our circumstances. We can analyze a problem, we can look at it, and we can say to ourselves, what would my future self do in this situation? If I were that leader that I wanted to be, if I was that charismatic person that I want to be in the future, if I was fun-loving, that people person, the person with the contact, the person who is leading a particular mission, the person who's just simply independent, self-employed, calling my own shots, making my own rules. Call to that person in the future and ask the question, what would that future person do in my current situation? How did I solve problem? Because part of our growth is being able to become bigger than our problem. That's how they become solved. You and I have to become bigger than our problem. That's what these circumstances are all about. They are teachable moments. Pass the test. Our fourth point to ponder, consider. Habits are behaviors that are repeated regularly and tend to occur subconsciously. Whether you realize it or not, your life has been and will continue to be created by your habits. If you don't control your habits will control you. This is exactly what I mean by getting in front of your habits. It's about being aware of what you're doing, being aware of how you're responding to the circumstances that we mentioned before, and getting in front of it. Our habits already rule us. Accept it. But you know what else you can accept? You can accept the fact that you can change your habits. You can control the habits that you adopt. You can break bad habits, institute new habits, and be on the fast track of getting to your destiny. It can be done. It's completely up to you, but you have to be conscious about it. You have to be willing. You have to go out and take the lump. You have to put yourself in situations that will force you to make decisions. You have to look at your current circumstance, look at the current situations that you may happen to find yourself in, whether it is poor financial situation. You have to grow past that. You have to figure out, how can I solve my current financial problem right? Is it that my income is too low and my debt's too high? Is it both? And what am I going to do to solve that particular problem? Our habits already control us. Now it's up to you to control your habits, minimize the bad habits, institute and optimize the good habits, and get on it right now. Fifth and final point to ponder. Consider. To become happy in life, you need to master the 11 skills. Know your life compass, change your thinking, change your beliefs, accept your limits, take responsibility for your life, use positive language, change your habits, manage negative emotions in a wise way, set compelling goals, master time management, and face life challenges. Conquerors, this sums up everything that we've been talking about this far. We have to attack our lives. We have to attack our goals. We have to go after it. No one else is going to do it for us. But you and I have to become people of character. You and I have to be conquerors of our own personal character. We have to subdue our lower self, the lesser version of ourselves. And we have to harness, develop, and build up the better version of ourselves. Because our destiny belongs to the better version. The one we fantasize about. The best destiny, the perfect day, the perfect week, the perfect life, the perfect scenario belongs to the best version of ourselves. But today is the day we can give birth to our better self, that we can forge it out of clay, that we take our hammer and our chisel and we can chip away anything that does not help us become the better version of ourselves. We have to get rid of the negativity. We have to get rid of the fear. We have to get rid of the doubt. We have to get rid of the procrastination. In other words, we have to get rid of the lesser version of ourselves so the better version can be born, so the better version can live. You can start living the better version right now by making a decision, making a real decision, not just a happy thought, not just I think it might be a good idea. No, today, right now, you make a decision that I will be the better version of myself. I will develop the character of a conqueror. I will start pursuing my dreams today. I'll start going after my goals today. I will design my life starting right now. And it has to be a real decision. But only you know the character traits that you will need. Only you know the tactics that you will need to take. Now what I mean, if I said you need, for example, leadership as a character trait, then the tactics will be to lead, to volunteer for a group and lead them. Make some decisions. So either character or tactics. You know what needs to be instituted because you know what your better version looks like. You know the type of decisions your better version will make. You know the type of life you want your better version to live. So ultimately, you know the character your better version has, and you have to develop it today. Okay, guys, here's your action step. Model the character traits that you want for yourself. Make a list of those character traits that you admire most about someone else or a few people, or simply model the character traits that your future self has. Write those traits down and then Put yourself into situations that will force you to have to execute or demonstrate those particular traits. Also, get an accountability partner. Tell someone that you're close to, that you trust, that you're working on yourself, that you're working on something in particular, and that you want to develop a particular trait or harness a particular skill. Allow them to give you some constructive criticism, give you a little bit of feedback so you can know how you are doing along the way. So your action step is model the character traits that you want most. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any tips, leave it in the comment section below. And until next time, conquer with character.